Whatever it is, I don't want to hear it. Us Co's have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. Getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. It takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young. What didn't I do? I had quite a long career. I mainly made my name keeping credits and trade flowing. Never dull. Always a million fires need putting out. I did my part, and then some. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life. Never forget that it was the United Colonies' greed that started it all. So many terrors unleashed on the galaxy, and for what? Piles of dead? And it almost set us back centuries. Anyone trying to sell you that there's glory in war has never lived through one of them. Might be you're not too bad yourself. Well, I doubt you came to hear me wax poetic. What do you need? Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Akila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need. I guess it was nice talking with you. Coase founded Akila. If you didn't know that already, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah?
What?
Kind of booked up right now. Sorry. Listen, no offense, but I'm swamped.
IntelliWeight is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits? Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing beer. Sorry to talk your ear off. Have a good one.
Unless this is urgent, I really can't talk. I'm busy working on plans for our next expansion. Supply and demand. It's really just that simple. Master that, success will follow. Just once, I wish Sarah would stop complaining about Henry. As if I don't have enough to manage already. IntelliWeek? My company made that, you know?
Another day, another Thursday.
Caught a leech in the still once, drinking in all that heat. I cleaned it a couple times since then, so don't worry. I just don't understand what went wrong with that last batch. I'm the co-founder along with my brother Weston of Filburn Agricultural Systems. We're the city's main source of grain-based foods, which, speaking frankly, is most of it. As I've said, we've done pretty well, though maybe not well enough for my brother's wife, Sarah. She thinks we ought to grow, to take the operation of the whole of the settled systems. I ask you, what's the point of success if you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor? I'm glad we see eye to eye. It was a genuine pleasure to talk with you. It's something I've always wanted to do. But it wasn't until after the company was solvent enough that I could focus on other things. In a lot of ways, brewing wheat beer is a natural extension of the work we've already done in developing IntelliWheat. Thanks to IntelliWheat, we already feed the city. Now, we're going to quench its thirst, too. Our flagship product. Twice the yield of the standard strain and twice as hardy, too. Grows damn near anywhere. Took me half my life to develop it. If I can find that kind of success with brewing, we ought to do well in the liquor business. Already am, in a way. I designed all the advertising and logos for Filburn Agricultural Systems. Had an Uncle Pete who used to do it for a living. He taught me a thing or two. A pleasure talking with you.
town is a pretty fun place. Not as bad as everyone says. We should visit sometime.
Excuse me.
Council of Governors meet in our very own Akila City. To pay Russia anything?
No, as long as you clean up after yourself, she don't mind.
That's awfully kind of her.
Mrs. Lance is Akila through and through. Nice grouping on that last one.
Yeah, the site was off and to the left. I dialed it in good. Same time next week?
You know it.
You look like you know your way around the handgun.
This range here is Akila's best kept secret. You should check out Laredo. Finest guns in the galaxy.
Keep it moving. Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settle systems. And they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts.
tourist cities and the settled systems.
Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
You lost it. Sales floor is downstairs. I don't think we typically allow customers up here.
안녕하세요. Hey there. Hey.
And I know you are you.
Thanks.
I hope Mr. Wright pays overtime because he always
Say someone killed the mother of all Ashtas. Something called an Ashta Prime.
That's incredible. But also terrifying to know something like that exists.
Hello.
So many little details and so many fingers involved in everything. You being here is curious, not our usual sort of customer. I run the branch's special accounts.
The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements. Welcome to Akila City's Trade Authority. I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. That's a question, but it's a simple piece of paper. What's on the paper is for the recipient's eyes alone. We clear? Take this message to the Den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, MARCEL. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. You have a great day.
voices for the characters? Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grab tech cheating?
Prepare for liftoff. We're in orbit, Captain. Another jump down. Take that, Dad.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land. Seals are good, air pressure good. Hey, we're docked.
Anything I can help you with? Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
How about my foot up your ass, newsboy? That a big enough scoop for you?
I really don't think that's appropriate talk coming from a Vanguard pilot.
That's exactly your problem. You don't think. If you weren't such a lousy reporter, you wouldn't be stuck all the way out here.
I mean, I guess maybe that's true, but if so, you're just as stuck out here as I am. So what does that say?
Oh, wow. You really do want me to kick your ass, don't ya?
All right, that's enough. Bastion, go cool off. Get a drink.
Whatever. Fine.
Holden, I appreciate that you have a job to do. I really do. But you need to consider that you don't operate in a vacuum. If you're stationed here long term, that means you're around these people all day, every day. And they're not going to like it if you're making them look bad.
Lieutenant Commander Marquez, I appreciate your concern, but I have an obligation to SSNN to report on what I see.
I'm sure they do know that, Holden. I'm just saying, maybe use a little more discretion in your reporting. Maybe a lot. Don't worry. When the next big story breaks out here, I'll be sure to help you get the scoop, okay?
I will think on that. Thank you. It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of UC space, but it's just so quiet. Why, certainly. The Settled Systems News Network is the longest-running news service in, well, the Settled Systems. Reporters are dispatched all over, keeping an ear to the ground for some breaking news that should be known to everyone. It can, admittedly, be a bit of a pain making sure those stories reach our central office in New Atlantis. But until someone invents faster-than-light communication, it's the best we can do. Well, I certainly feel that way. The Vanguard pilots don't seem to want to associate with me. And I don't agree with Mr. Romack's views on the colony war, so there are few options left to me. You know, I really thought volunteering for this assignment was going to be the boost to my career that I was looking for. Now I suspect even SSNN has forgotten about me. I could, so long as I don't mind seeming like an abject failure. And I just know that the day after I leave, some giant story will break. That seems to be the way things go. Farewell, then.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or heaven forbid, an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP, am I right?
Always a pleasure to meet someone new. Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm MARCEL, and if there's anything I can do for you, please, do let me know. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my best to see that you leave here satisfied. And seeing as the Trade Authority is the only fully licensed operator for the Den, I'm afraid your alternatives are, shall we say, slim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I hope this and all future interactions are profitable for both of us. Thank you. Did you have any trouble en route? None of your concern. Our business here is done. Was there something you needed? If there are deals to be made, you'll find that we'll go to great lengths to take advantage of them. My primary role here is to oversee logistics operations for our many trade routes in the area, but I convinced my superiors that it was worth setting up something more customer-oriented. I'm told that they are quite pleased with the results. Yes, of course.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake, but let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Well, hell if I know. But they think it is, and that makes them dangerous. Something to report?
Separation complete.